2 scores. They got to be happy with that.
Yeah, we got off to a slow start there, but I think in that second quarter we really started to see the team open up, that chemistry start to build, and things really started to happen. I think I talked a lot before we had the start of the game that we really needed to keep the defense off the field, that we had to stop really Brennan Armstrong from being able to extend plays, which we saw a lot in the first quarter. But I think we've picked up a lot, and coming back after halftime, I think we'll expect to see a lot of those mistakes kind of corrected.
A B.T. Potter 47-yard field goal got the scoring underway for the Tigers to make it 3-0. Right before the half, Travis Etienne with a 16-yard run, broke a couple of tackles, looked like an NFL kind of run on a Sunday, and then a pair of Amari Rogers touchdowns in the second quarter to give Clemson their 24 points. They were up 24-3. It was about a minute and a half left in the first half, and Virginia went right down and got a late touchdown. So the Cavaliers have a lot of momentum going into halftime, and then they'll get the ball first in the second half.
Absolutely. Like I said, a lot to correct in the second half, but a lot of big plays made in this first half. Let's take a look. It was an exciting first half, I think, once we got into that second quarter. Let's take a look at the top 3 plays of the first half.
Right now, Rogers comes in motion. They fake it to him, hand it to Etienne. Etienne trying to bounce it out. Left side, breaking tackle to the 15. He's at the 10, the 5, and in for the touchdown, Travis Etienne. Lawrence, 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Lawrence back the pass. Steps up in the pocket, goes long, looking to the end zone. Rogers catches it. Touchdown. Ball still on that right hash. Lawrence, shotgun snap, looks left side, throws has it to Rogers. Outside the numbers to the 10, the 5, jumps over a defender into the end zone, touchdown.
All right, so Daja, what do you call that play by Amari Rogers with the leap, and I guess it's almost like a Superman with the legs flying up, and it would hurt me if I tried to do it.
We could call that the Batman.
I like it.
Yeah, because he's like flying in the air like a bat, but he is a man. We're going to go with the Batman.
I'll take it, the Batman. Amari Rogers with a huge first half. Travis Etienne as well with his touchdown. Trevor Lawrence doing what Trevor Lawrence does. Another key play in the first half that we don't want to overlook, Virginia did have a turnover that really got the motor running for that Clemson offense. You see that a lot. The defense will make a big play, and then it'll come back with a couple of offensive touchdowns. All right, hey, we talked about this. If you hashtag Death Valley Live, when you see us in the pregame, you can win something. So autographed football winner, the Nike football, Noel Jeffrey, a Clemson athletic marketing representative, will be in touch with you soon. Noel, congratulations. Again, you got to watch in the pregame, right? Because we get hashtag Death Valley Live. We give away the autographed football, which is fantastic stuff. All right, let's send it back to Memorial Stadium. We're going to take a look at the Tiger Band's halftime performance. On the hill, we've got Lizzo, Alicia Keys, and a number of others.
Though, right? Being in there, the crowd is a lot louder than you really would expect it to be. We know that there's a little bit of assistance, but they were pretty Clemson loud, and I think the band, it's unmatched having them in there on the hill. It just gives that atmosphere, what makes it feel like 82,000 are still there when it's only the 19. So love having the Tiger Band be there and give us that Clemson feel, even though it's a little bit different this year. Fans, it is now time for us to take a look back at our hero of the game, presented in the first quarter. In light of COVID-19, our hero was unable to attend the game, but instead was streamed live into Death Valley from the Middle East. Staff Sergeant Daniel Waldsmith tuned in all the way from the Middle East. He is a longtime Clemson fan, originally from Anderson, South Carolina, and is currently stationed in the Middle East as a C-17 and C-5 aircraft mechanic. His wife and 2-year-old daughter were recently moved from McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey to an air base in Germany. It was actually her birthday today, her 2-year-old birthday today. So Sergeant Waldsmith is currently on his second deployment and has earned both the Air Force Achievement Medal and the Air Force Commendation. He streamed all the way, like I said, from the Middle East, and he was our hero of the game. He received a special package from Operation Hat Trick, and you can grab your own if you visit clemsontigers.com/OHT. How cool is that? His daughter's second birthday. He had a little sign for her there. Hopefully you got to see that. And man, what an opportunity it is for us to celebrate our heroes, whether they are home side or across seas.
Thank you for your service, sir, and for your family and all the sacrifices they have to make to be over there. A truly earned hero of the game. Again, your halftime score, if you've been watching on the ACC network, it's been a fun first half. Clemson on top 24-10. You've got a Travis Etienne touchdown. You've got a couple of Amari Rogers touchdowns as well to give the Tigers the lead. They are going to be a little frustrated going into the halftime locker room, giving up that late, quick touchdown from the Virginia Cavaliers. Besides that, the Tiger defense had really shut down that Cavalier attack for the entire half. So the Tiger defense will have some adjustments to make. And the Tiger offense, again, sputtered a little bit early on, Daja, but they really got it going in that second quarter.
Absolutely. There were some other games around the ACC that are now final. Let's take a look at those presented by Roto-Rooter. We had NC State at Pitt. NC State pulled that out by a slim margin. 30-29 at Pitt was that final score. We had UNC at Boston College. UNC again by a really slim margin, pulling that out at BC. 26-22. Jacksonville State at FSU. Jacksonville State was leading that pretty much for a good while there, and then Florida State just rode away with that one. 41-24 final. Then Virginia Tech at Duke, another slim one there, 38-31 final for Virginia Tech to take that one. So pretty interesting slim scores there around the ACC.
Yeah, a lot of close games. At NC State pulling the upset over Pitt. Boston College almost shocking North Carolina, right? They had been 3 weeks between playing games. Finally got back into action today and almost got bit. And then Virginia Tech with a 7-point win over Duke. Chase Bryce, I think, had a pretty good ball game today, coming up just short for the Duke Blue Devils. So a lot of close matchups in there for sure. Some first half stats, if you want to take a look at those. Clemson winning the passing margin, 167-129 over the Virginia Cavaliers. Rushing yards, Virginia had 47. Clemson had 87. So 254 total yards for the Tigers, 176 for the Cavs. Clemson 7 of 11 on third down. And we should have brought this up earlier. A couple of those third downs, Daja, were like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16, and they were finding a way to convert.
Absolutely, yeah. This was a really good look, I think, in a test, as we talked about, for our defense today. And these stats are only proving the kind of production that I think we'll see more of in the second half of this game.
Absolutely. And then one turnover for the Virginia Cavaliers. I mentioned earlier that was very, very costly. Clemson with 13 first downs, Virginia with 10 first downs. And you look at the 129 yards receiving or passing, if you will, for the Cavaliers. A lot of that came on that last drive. Again, the Clemson defense played spectacular. They let their guard down late and unfortunately gave up that late TD.
Yeah, I think when we come back out of the locker room, we'll see a lot of those mistakes corrected. I think they'll get a little bit of an earful from Coach Sweeney after that slow start, but look for that defense to continue that momentum on their side of the ball and really give that kind of momentum to the offense as well. We
talked in the pregame about Trevor and Travis having big games, and if they had big games and you won't see them in the second half, we've kind of got a combo here. It's a two-score game. Virginia will be getting the ball first, but I think we're going to see Trevor back out there, Travis back out there, the whole first-team offense for sure trying to put up some more points early in the third quarter. Hopefully they can knock out a couple of quick scores and get the backup some much-needed playing time.
Absolutely, yeah. I want to see them really get rolling. I think that chemistry wasn't really there a lot in the first quarter. It took a little second for them to get that rolling. So I think coming back after the half, we'll hopefully be able to have that mojo right where it needs to be to kind of roll this on to a W.
I think the offense is clicking for sure. And again, the defense played great. You saw a late sack by Brian Brissy. I think early, even though the Clemson defense was doing a good job of bottling up Virginia, we talked in the pregame about the size of that Virginia offensive line. It was giving the defensive line some fits early on. You did see Brissy break through with that late sack in the second quarter. Hopefully that's a snapshot of more things to come in the second half.
Absolutely. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing what these Tigers have for the Virginia Cavaliers in the second half of tonight's game. You know, thank you all for tuning in to Death Valley Live. We are so excited to bring you the show before the game and now back at halftime. This is a really cool look at what's happening here in Death Valley, and we're so thankful for all of you who are tuning in and not able to be with us here in Clemson.
Again, 24-10, your halftime score. Amari Rogers, 2 touchdowns. Travis Etienne with a rushing touchdown. B.T. Potter, we talked a lot about the special teams at the beginning of the game as well. B.T. Potter early in the ball game, 47-yarder. Boom, he nails that one again. He's had a great season so far kicking the football.
What are you looking for, Mark, to be improved on the offense or defense side of the ball as we come back?
I think that the Tiger offense has a little bit to work on as well, even though they put up some points in the first half. I think just look for them to be a little bit sharper on a couple of things, and I think Travis Etienne's going to break a big one and get in the end zone in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, all right, fans, make sure you tune in to the ACC Network and Clemson Tigers Network for the second half of the show. We will see you on October 10th for Clemson versus Miami. Good night.